simplify this radical expression. So we have the first one to be 2 root 2 as the exponent. Okay, raised to power the external exponent is root 8. So how do we simplify this? Solution. So the first question we have 2, okay, raised to power root 2, and the parentheses, okay, raised to power root 8. So let's start with the external exponent, which is root 8. So for root 8, we can express it in two factors as 4 times 2. So when we do it this way, okay, we can easily find the square root of 4. Okay, so we have this as 2 root 2. So let's replace this with 2 root 2. So we have, okay, 2 raised to power root 2. Okay, so for root 8, we have it as 2 root 2. So let us apply the exponent rule. So we have 2, okay, raised to power root 2 times, so we have this as 2 root 2, okay. So when we look at this, when we are multiplying the same roots, so we have this as 2 raised to power 2 times root 2 times root 2. So here we have this as this, which is 2. So we have this as 2 times, for root 2 times root 2, since it's the same root, so we make out 1. Okay, so we have our answer as 2 raised to power 4. Okay, so for the second one, so we have square root, okay, of 5 raised to power root 3. Okay, within the parentheses, so we have root 12. So for square root of 12, okay, we can have it as the square root of 4 times 3. Okay, root of 4 to be 2 root 3, okay, which is this. So for the square root of 5 raised to power root 3, we can express this as 5 raised to power root 3, okay. As a result of this, we can have it as 1 over 2, okay. So for this, when we apply the exponent rule, so we can write this as 5. So for root 3 times this, we have it as root 3 over 2. Okay, so let us replace what we have here with this. So we have 5 raised to power root 3 over 2. Okay, so for root 12, we have it as 2 root 3. Okay, so here we have 5. So we apply the exponent rule, we have root 3 over 2 times 2 root 3, okay. So here we have this as 5, which is this. So for root 3 times root 3, we have it as 3. This has simplified. 2 here is 1, 2 here is 1. So we have 5 raised to power root 3, or we have it as 5 times 5 times 5. For 5 times 5 is 25. For 25 times 5, we have it as 125. The question says simplify root 2 raised to power pi times root 2 raised to power pi. How do we do this? Solution. Okay, so for root 2 in the parentheses raised to power pi times root 2 raised to power pi. So since we have the same base, let's apply the law of indices having the same base. Okay, when we are multiplying the same base, we pick out one of the base, we add up the exponents. Okay, so we can decide to have this as root 2 since it's the same base. Okay, we pick out 1. So what do? We add the exponents. Okay, so when we do this, we have root 2. Okay, for pi plus pi, we have it as 2 pi. Okay, so for root 2, we can have it as 2 raised to power half. Okay, in the parentheses, we have this as 2 pi. So when we apply the exponent rule, so we have 2, we have 1 over 2 times 2 pi, or we do it this way. Okay, okay, so we can use another approach. So we have root 2 raised to power pi, okay, times root 2, okay, raised to power pi. Okay, so when we convert this to exponents, okay, so we have 2 raised to power half raised to power pi times, so the same thing applies here, we have 2 raised to power half okay, raised to the power pi. So when we apply the exponent rule, so we have 2. When we apply the exponent rule, okay, so we have 2. So this will multiply this, so we have pi over 2 times. The same thing applies here. When we apply the exponent rule, we have 2. This multiplying this, we have it as pi over 2, okay. Now we can apply the law of indices, multiply the same base. So we pick out 1, we add the exponent. So let's pick out 1. So we have 2. So by the time we add the exponent, we have pi over 2 plus pi over 2, okay. Now we have this as 2. Since we have a common denominator, so we pick out 1. So we add up the power, okay. So we pick out 1, we add up the numerator. So when we do that, we have 2. So for pi plus pi, that is 2 pi, okay, over 2. So when we simplify this, so we have this as 2 raised to power pi, which is the same thing as this. The question says simplify the cube root of 8 over 27 minus 4 over 9 raised to power minus half. So how do we do this? Solution. Okay, so for the cube root, okay, of 8 over 27, okay, so minus 4 over 9 in the parentheses, okay, raised to power minus half as the exponent. Okay, so we can have this as, okay, the cube root of 8 over the cube root of 27, okay, which is the same as this, minus, so for 4 in the parentheses, we can write it as this in index form, okay. 9, we can have it as 3 raised to power 2, okay. The exponent remains minus half, okay. So for the cube root of 8, it means 2, okay. That gives us 2 over the cube root of 27, we have it to be 3 minus, so for 2 square, for 3 square, we can have it this way since we have the same exponent, okay. So we can write it as 2 over 3, okay, raised to power 2, okay. We pick at 1, we multiply it by the exponent, which is this, okay. So here we have this as 2 over 3, okay, minus, now we have this as 2 over 3. So for the exponents, so when you simplify this, you have this as minus 1, okay. So for minus 1, so we have 2 over 3 minus, okay. As a result of this minus, so we have the denominator to come here, the numerator becomes the denominator, okay. So at this point, we look for the LCM of 3 and 2, that gives us 6. So for 3 and 6 is 2, for 2 times 2, we have to be 4 minus, for 2 and 6 is 3, for 3 times 3 is 9, okay, we have it here. So for 4 minus 9, we have this as minus 5 over 6. Thank you very much.